Shout out to the chat. Shout out to these YouTube streets. This is your homegirl. Uh, Bosa. 914, Westchester County, New York. We are definitely in the motherfucking house. Shout out to the chat. As you can see, the title of this video is called Ninasikliza. Ninasikliza is a Swahili term and it means I am listening. I am listening. That's what it means. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah. So Just Jay just went live. She had a beautiful live. It was a beautiful video talking about what's going on in Venezuela. Talking about what's going on in Venezuela. That's, for people that don't know, it's a Latino country. It's a Latin country and it's located in South America. Shout out to the chat. And we seen what happened to Nigeria. We seen what happened to Venezuela. But people seem to forget what happened in the past. When the United States wanted something, when America wanted something. They don't care about Geneva Convention agreements. They don't care about the Geneva Convention agreements. America doesn't keep her promises. She doesn't keep her word. She violates everything. Shout out to the chat. Good morning, Fats. Thank you for coming in. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, but she did a very good job on the video that she did this morning. Shout out to Just Jay. And we had quite a lot of people in the chat. Quite a lot of people in the chat. And we got this thing going on in America where we don't understand the backlash we're going to get. America has become arrogant. She has become proud. She has become unrepentive. Shout out to the chat. She thinks that she can use her military might, her military force to go into different countries and take the resources that these other countries have. They want the gold, they want the silver, they want the copper, they want the diamonds, they want the oil, they want everything that belongs to these other people. And America doesn't believe in paying for what she wants. She believes in taking. America is the new Roman Empire. She is Babylon. Shout out to the chat. And we got a lot of people that are happy that America went and invaded these countries. They're happy when they should not be happy. They should be weeping. They should be weeping instead of America being humble and paying her ex-slaves her reparations. And I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about resources. I'm talking about everything that they give to the state of Israel. That's what I'm talking about. Because the state of Israel became established for real, in Jerusalem, in the Middle East, after World War II. After World War II. So we've been supporting the state of Israel since World War II. And for a lot of people that don't understand their math, that's close to 80 years of supporting these people. We was only supposed to have done it for 25 years, and we end up doing it for over 80. Shout out to the chat. And she doesn't want to give her former slaves anything. Shout out to the chat. And that's a reality. It's sad. It's pathetic. It's disgusting. It's shameful. And no one should be celebrating. No one. Good morning, Mrs. V. Good morning, Just Jay. You did a wonderful job this morning on your video. You did wonderful. But I'm just wondering when is it going to be when everyone pays attention to the book that Elijah Muhammad wrote, The Message to the Black Man, and he had warned about the downfall of America. He warned about the downfall of America, and she shall fall. She shall fall because of what she did to her former slaves. That's what she's going to do. You're going to pay for slavery, and you're going to pay for Jim Crow. You're going to pay for those two evils, America. So it's only a matter of time. It's only a amount of time. Shout out to the chat. We got 6 in the building. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. This is your home girl, Barbosa. And I never considered myself, and this is what I want everyone to understand. I never considered myself a tether. I never considered myself a tether. And I'm not a tether. Regardless of my great-grandfather came to this country from Africa. And my grandmother warned me years ago. She said, oh, yes, they're going to come up with all kinds of names. Some people going to get mad at you because you know which part of Africa your people come from. They're going to get mad when you say you got Native American blood running through your vein. I am not a tether. I got relatives in my family that were slaves. I have an ancestor. Her name is Frances Crowder. She was a house slave in North Carolina during slavery times. When freedom came, she decided to leave the part of North Carolina that she was from, and eventually the family ventured to New York. Eventually, they found their way to New York. My grandmother, my father's mother, is not from North Carolina. She's from New York. Her mother is from New York. Her mother is from New York. It's just that when my great-grandmother, Barbosa, was a young woman, a childbearing age woman, she had children from a man that was from Africa. That does not make me a tether. Doesn't. Shout out to the chat. I think a tether has a certain mindset. I think that they really don't care about American Black people in this country. And the reason why they don't care is because they're not from here. They don't have generations where they can point back and say, well, my grandmother was born here. My grandfather was born here. My father was born here. I was born here. My siblings have children. They were born here. I got cousins that were born here. I got cousins that are not only Cape Verdean American, but their father is Puerto Rican. Does that make them a tether? Nah, we Americans, man. We speak English. We were born here. We was raised here. We went to public school here. We got some of the poison that comes from marrying certain people. That's why I always say, be careful of the company you keep, because the people that you allow in your home and in your bed sheets, or sometimes the open enemy. Shout out to the chat, because my grandfather's name is Lantrice Charles Smith, Senior. He fought in World War II. He was a Navy man. He was born here in this country. His parents were born here in this country. His grandmother was a slave. Her name was what? Frances Crowder. Shout out to the chat. So, no way in the world. But I grew up in New York. I grew up in a so-called conscience awake community where they had stores and shops, and where certain people knew who my father was, and they used to call my father all kinds of names. Oh, he was Puerto Rican. Oh, he was Dominican. No, my father was American. He just happened to have Cape Verdean blood running through his veins. I'm never going to stop being proud of who the fuck I am. Shout out to the chat. I'm never, ever going to hide the fact that I got relatives that still live in Africa, still live over there in Cape Verde. I got aunts, my grandmother's sisters, that go to Africa every year. My grandmother, when she was living, she went to where? Africa every year. She went to Puerto Rico every year. And when they went to Africa, they went to Cape Verde. They went back to where her father originally came from. Shout out to the chat. But no, I don't consider myself a tether. Shout out to you, Just J. And that really hurts my feelings when people call me those fucking names. Because when I look on my birth certificate, it doesn't have the words tether. It doesn't have the words Cape Verdean American. It doesn't even have American on it. You know what my birth certificate says as far as my race is concerned? Black. Black. When my grandparents were born, when my mother was born, when my father was born, what was on their birth certificate? Colored. Colored. Shout out to the chat. So America calls us different names. Instead of paying the reparations she owes, she wants to build divisions. That's what she wants to do. Shout out to the chat. I speak English. I speak very little Spanish, and I speak very little Swahili. And I'm telling you, the reason why I started learning Swahili and Spanish is because I didn't want to be stuck in a box somewhere. I didn't want to be stuck. I didn't want to be ignorant to what other people were talking about or to what other people were saying. It makes me feel good to sit around people and they're talking in a language and they think I don't understand, but I understand very well. I understand the word bitch. I understand the word homosexual. I understand the word when they want to insult me, and I turn right back around and I confront them with their own words. I had a young man a few months ago tell me to my face when he heard me say the words Nini Kuzimu Kila Wakati, he said, that is a African tongue. That is an African language, and you're not supposed to be speaking it. I remember when me and my girlfriend KK used to roll together in public, and we used to hold hands and talk to each other in Spanish. We had black motherfuckers tell us to our face, this is an English speaking country. We don't allow Spanish here. Speak English. But I bet you they didn't say it to what they consider Mexican. I bet you they didn't say it to them, but they came and said it to us. My girlfriend is Puerto Rican, born here in this country. Puerto Rico is a part of the United States. When my great grandfather came to this country, he had to write on the piece of paper that he was white. He didn't appear to look black. He looked like a white man. Good morning, Tamika. Good morning to everyone in my chat. Good morning, Tamika. Good morning, Purple Heart Podcast. Good morning, Just Jay. Good morning, Fats TV, Mrs. V. Everyone that's in my chat. Shout out to y'all. But I never considered and I never heard those word a tether until I came to the YouTube streets. And I remember Tommy Sotomayor was complaining about it because he said it sounded like it was someone was trying to build division. Black is black. Black is black. Yeah, we got some people from other countries over here. This is what America is all about. A melting pot that is never going to go away. But the downfall of America is not going away neither. It's not going away. America has yet to repent of what she did. And some of my relatives, yes, they were slaves. Some of my relatives, yes, they did live through Jim Crow. Some of you can trace back your ancestry in this country over 100 years. As far back as I can go is 1875, 1872. That's as far back as I can go. Shout out to the chat. And that's through my father's side. If I want to talk about my mother's side, I'm going to say they've been here forever. Native American, African American. Shout out to the chat. But I'm never, ever, ever going to stop saying I got Cape Verdean blood in my veins. Or I'm Cape Verdean American. I'm American. I was born here. I was raised here. So was my father. So was my grandparents. Only one great grandparent is from Africa. And my people go to Africa every year. Every year. And they don't go to Nigeria. They don't go to Ghana. They don't go to Libya. They go straight where? To the Cape Verdean Islands. Straight to Fogo. Straight to the other islands. Because that's where our family is at. We're over there and we're over here. I can go to Boston, Massachusetts. Go straight into the Cape Verdean community. No problem. I can go to Providence, Rhode Island. No problem. I can go to New York. I can go to New Jersey. I can go to Connecticut. I can go wherever we are at. No problem. Shout out to the chat. And Just Jay, I'm waiting for you to go live and conclude your videos about the cult mentality, the herd mentality of people. and you've discovered that there are female cult leaders. Yes, you're correct. This woman is on a ball. And just Jay, you were doing so well doing your videos, but one thing you don't understand, just Jay, there were some people that were jealous of you. They didn't want you to succeed. They didn't want you to go no further than what they wanted you to do. Shout out to the chat. One of them was ears to the street. Him. And these other men on the YouTube streets. Yeah, it was them. Because they knew you was going to start talking about them. And they didn't want to hear it. They didn't want to hear that they're part of a cult. They didn't want to hear about their herd mentality thinking. They didn't want to hear about the group thinking. They didn't want to hear about that. Because we had other YouTube creators that came before you, just Jay, that were trying to do the same thing. And the men in the sector shut them down. They came after, and I could name one female. I don't want to call her name out. But I remember she did a video talking about the bullshit that happens in this sector, the gang mentality thinking, the herd thinking, the people not being independent, the people not having critical thinking, not asking questions. Shout out to the chat. And you know what? People went after her. Oh, she's still in this sector. She's still very powerful. But she doesn't do videos anymore. She don't. She became silent, but not too silent. Shout out to the chat. So I'm very proud of the videos that Just Jay is doing. And she was doing a great job of talking about the cults. And she was doing a great job at it. But like I said, there were people that saw what she was getting ready to do, and they couldn't let it happen. They couldn't leave her alone. And then they got mad at me because Arabia is in the chat. Arabia supports Just Jay. Arabia is agreeing with you. Why not? She telling the truth. She telling the goddamn truth. She ain't lying. But then they tried to dispel that. Because they themselves are a part of a cult. They themselves are zombies. They themselves are mindless. They themselves don't ask questions. Why you think they went after Moonlight like the way they did? Why you think they went after Lonnie? Why you think they went after Miss 504? Why you think? Shout out to the chat. KB, he's a cult leader. He's a clown on these YouTube streets. I've been saying it for years. I'm going to keep saying it. And a lot of shit wasn't happening until he came into the sector. And if it was being done back then, I didn't hear about it. Now I'm hearing about all this bullshit. False flagging, doxing motherfuckers, cyberbullying, cyber stalking, cyber harassment. I'm hearing about it. And I'm never going to forget. Ever. I remember when Tanya TKO and Cynthia G were doing their videos, and a lot of men started to attack them. Attack, attack, attack. They started fucking with them. I remember in 2015, Tanya TKO left from New York and she went to California. She was living outside of her car. She was going back and forth to the gyms, got a gym membership, taking care of herself. And then one day something happened. Tommy Sotomayor got on his channel and he blasted Tanya TKO supporters and he blasted Soda Nation. He had some of us donating to Tanya TKO. I never got a chance to donate. I ended up getting locked up. I ended up getting locked up. And I stayed locked up in the county jail for about 8 months, 9 months, almost a whole fucking year for something I didn't do. Something that could have sent me back down the pipeline of the penitentiary, and I would have been there probably until close. I would have been like, if they would have charged me with that charge, I would have been getting out of prison. This happened a couple of years ago, 2015. I wouldn't have been getting out until what, now? Or maybe a little later on down the line. But thank God I had a good lawyer. Thank God she had an investigator team and went out and discovered the truth. They asked the hard questions. They rolled back the tapes. So I wasn't involved. So what did they do? They had to let me go. But I didn't get an apology. I didn't get anything but my so-called freedom back. That's what I got. I didn't get my inmate number back. I didn't get 221644 back because I know if I would have went back, my number was already grandfathered in. I would have had my number again. Shout out to the chat. So it's important for me to sit back sometime and just listen. So I'm listening. I'm looking. I'm doing my own research. And I'm appreciating what I'm hearing. I appreciate that. I said, wow, she's doing great. And we need to support each other. We need to support each other. We can support each other through the bullshit and the bull crap. We should be able to support each other when we do something positive, when we do the right thing. Shout out to the chat. Because lately YouTube been giving me some problems, some issues. Not with the negative content, but with the positive. I said, what's going on here? What's going on? Telling me I can't wear the robes of Moses? Telling me I can't carry the staff of Moses? I got to stay the BT 1000. I got to be the Jeeper Creeper. I got to be Lucy the Vampire. Even the German Shepherd in the goddamn room can't come out too much because the German Shepherd tries to protect everyone. They don't want that. They want Lucy the Vampire. They want the BT 1000. They want the Jeeper Creeper on this shit. That's what they want. I'm trying to take off the straw hat and the dark robe and put on the robe of a different character. And they say, oh no, we're going to keep you in your box. Shout out to the chat. So it's refreshing for me to see others not being stuck. They can move on. They don't want me to move on. They want me to stay in the past. I'm part of the past. I came here in 2013 on the YouTubes. And what is this? 2026? But didn't I say I'm no longer the sunrise? Didn't I say I was the sunset? I was 3:15 a.m. in the morning. I still wake up in the middle of the night, and I don't want ice cream. I don't want to eat the leftovers. I want my coffee. I want my chocolate candies. I want my Laffy Taffies. And I want to do things that you do usually what people do 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Shout out to the chat. When I wake up, I don't think about, oh, I got to go down the street. I think about what's going to happen tomorrow, what's going to happen next week, what's going to happen 5 years from now. Where am I going to be in 5 more years? I'll be close to 60 years old in 5 more years. After this March, in 5 more years, I'll be 58 years old. That's 2 years short of turning 60. So I'm telling you how old I am. So shout out to the chat. Shout out to you, Just Jay. Shout out to you, Mrs. V. Shout out to you, Tamika. Shout out to everyone that's in the chat. If I haven't seen you, let me look. Purple Heart, Mrs. V. Facts, yep. Fats TV was the first one that came, and Tamika, thank you for coming in. Yeah. Al Bishop Escufo, thank you for coming in, my love. I didn't see you right there. And I enjoyed myself over there with you yesterday, Bishop. Bishop is just so funny. He, he even was confused whether I was American or not. I have no choice but to reinvent myself, Bishop. That's why I'm trying to learn the Spanish and Swahili. Because I don't want to be trapped. But I'm already trapped. It's the PT 1000. I can't escape. I can't get away. But you know what? When I go in certain people's chats, right? And they'll see my name, right? They know I'm the BT 1000. They say, oh, yeah, Mambosa. They call me by my name. Some people call me, the BT 1000. Okay, I'm stuck. I can't get away. I can't get away. I can't get away. No matter how much I try, I can't. There's no escape. There's no, it's a cage. It's a cage and you guys can't see it. I'm trapped somewhere and you guys can't find me. You trying to find me. You feel like if you can hear the sound of my voice that you will be able to find me, but you won't be able to find me. Or define me or refine me. DJ Cleveland, shout out to you. Yeah, that's right. Uh, Purple Heart Podcast. I get numbers when I talk shit, but I haven't been talking shit about anybody lately. I've been trying to do other things with my channel, and YouTube's has come to me and say, we don't want this new Arabia Barbosa. We want the BT 1000. We want the Jeepa Creeper. We want Lucy the Vampire. We want the German Shepherd in the room, but the German Shepherd is barking too loud. So now we have to put down the German Shepherd. We have to shoot the German Shepherd in the head. Lucy the Vampire, she's still floating around. The only way to get to her, you gotta find the grave. You gotta find her tomb. And he put in the stake and cut off the head of Lucy the Vampire. So then who's the last two left? The BT 1000 and Jeepa Creeper on this shit. The Jeepa Creeper get tired and want to go back into the ground. It wants to wait for a certain time period to come back out. It has to follow the rules. The BT 1000 is the only one that doesn't follow the rules. And when I try to escape, he say, oh, hell no, bitch. You the BT 1000. You supposed to be trying to vanquish people. Just like that True Essence situation. That stuff that happened between me and True Essence. Oh, Lord have mercy. I thought for a minute. I said, what? Everybody was talking about it. Everybody was doing reaction video of the BT 1000. Oh, Lord, they were screaming for the BT 1000. But then Keep the Change came and said, Arabia, she's not saying anything. She hasn't done anything. Can you leave her alone? Can you disengage? And then that's when I had to deactivate the program. So every time I try to deactivate the BT 1000 program, something comes by or something happens where the program is reactivated. And there's no escape. A shout out to the chat. So for those of you who are trying to do something positive and real, keep doing it. Stay in that lane. Don't let nobody come and distract you. Because I do believe, if you let people distract you, then you too shall become like me, the BT 1000. They're already associating all you with being with me. Like, oh, you know, X, Y, and Z's in the chat. Bishop is in the chat. Oh, they got a big problem with Bishop being over here. They got a big problem. Some of these YouTube creators. So what Bishop doing over there with Arabia? Bishop over here because Bishop is my guest and Bishop is my friend. Me and Bishop used to have words, we used to go at each other. But then one day I went live, Bishop hit the link, and after that, I ain't had no more problems out of Bishop. And he didn't have no more problems out of me. And that's the way it's supposed to be. And people don't like it. They don't like the fact that me and Lonnie is getting along. They can't stand it. People are actually turning in their chairs, cringing, wringing their hands together, thinking of how to get me upset with Lonnie. It's not going to happen. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. So it is what it is, but I want to thank everyone for coming in. I don't want this video to be too long. If anyone want to hit the link, they can. This is your time to hit the link before I close out this video. But yes, I'm going to sum it up at what this video is about. One, not to celebrate what's going on in Venezuela and Nigeria, because America is going to fall. She has become proud. She has become arrogant. She is not humble at all. She believes to be a world power, she has to be a police force for everyone in the whole entire world. That is how the Roman Empire fell, and that is what is going to happen to America. And she has not repented of her evils. She has not repented of the evils that she has done. She has not repented of her wickedness. America will pay. America will fall. Shout out to the chat. And that's a reality. Number 3, I'm not a tether. Never been a tether. Just because I got one great grandparent that's actually from another country, that doesn't stop me from being American. I'm born here, my father was born here, my grandmother was born here, her mother was born here, her mother was born here. It just happened to be my grandmother's mother married an African. Shout out to the chat. But if I go deeper and further into my family history, I can come up with a couple of ancestors, but there's one ancestor that sticks out more than any of the other ones, and her name is Frances Crowder. She was a slave in North Carolina. She was a house slave. So that meant that her mother was a slave, and the father, which was the slave master, was her father. She did not appear to look black. She looked white. She looked European. She could have passed for white. She chose not to. She chose not to. And she told all of her children and all of her grandchildren, and she had it passed down, tell everyone to marry and to date nothing but black people. That's what she told them. That's what she said. A lot of people don't know what she said because they don't go to my family reunions. They don't know any of my relatives. Shout out to the chat. Sim said, good morning. Good morning, Sim said. Thank you for coming in. Deja Vu, shout out to you. Good morning. Yeah. So anyone want to hit the link? I can drop it again. No questions? Everyone has the answers they want, they looking for. Yeah, Sim said, one of my ancestors, her name was Frances Crowder. She was a slave in North Carolina, and her father was the slave master. She was a house nigger. Yes. But she let it be known to the whole world that she didn't appreciate that, because she didn't appreciate the way she was treated, you know, when freedom came, and she left the plantation, and she met up with the dude last name Smith. They got married. They had children, and then later on, here come the grandchildren and great grand. And but before she left the world, she told everyone to marry and date black people, and that was it. That was it. Because she was concerned, like, let's say that you got a family member like okay, I'm gonna say one of my family members, CL Smooth. He's not married to a white woman. He's married to a black woman. He dates black women. Go figure. Why does he do that? Because it was pushed and it was drummed to marry your own kind. Okay, so if that's being a tether, I don't know what the FBA means. I thought we were FBA. I talked to my brother about it. He said, "Yeah, Arabia, because we got that one great grandparent that came from Africa. We're not considered FBA." I said, "Well, it ain't the first time we get kicked out of a whip. We're not tethers. We're not FBA. What the hell are we? Human." Shout out to the chat. But yeah, freedom on the movement. Mm-hmm. Sam said, "Yeah, I don't think you." Sam said, "Was you with me when I told about what UT did to one of my videos, try to take it down, and uh, I couldn't bring awareness to eating disorders and certain mental health conditions, and they tried to take that one video down. It was a short video. It had over 765 hits, and they tried to take it, and I had to put an appeal in. And I said, it's a video about awareness. I'm trying to make people aware of eating disorders, and they try to take it down. In other words, what they're trying to tell me is we liked it better when you was the BT 1000. We liked it better when you cursed out other people. We liked it better when you used to hit the panels and make everyone scatter. We liked it better when you threatened people. We liked it better when you fucked with people. They can't stand it. They can't stand I'm not fucking with nobody. Shout out to the chat. And I have no interest because it takes a lot of energy to fuck with people. It takes a lot of energy and it takes a lot of time, and that's something I don't have. I can't be on the mic screaming and hollering and looking all crazy into the fucking camera, and then all of a sudden I start breathing. My heart stopped working. It seemed like they want me to catch a heart attack. What they want? Me to be in a hospital, sitting in a hospital bed with a hospital gown on, with a baseball cap on, talking about this is your home, girl. Arabia Barbosa coming to you live from the hospital. These people has lost their mind. But shout out to the chat. We got 6 in the building. Shout out to the chat. But I want to congratulate all the YouTubers that have been doing very well this year. This year. And I will continue doing what I'm doing. And I will continue supporting who I support on this app, on this platform. Shout out to y'all. Congratulations to those that didn't become the BT 1000. You didn't get stuck in wanting to argue with people and fight with people and fuck with people. And unfortunately, YouTube, people that run in the community guidelines seem to like certain things that goes on. That's why they don't do anything when people are cyber stalking, cyber harassing, cyber bullying, doxing and all this other craziness. Cause I remember back in them days, I used to hit those panels, and that's why everybody know me in the sector. I hit everybody panel. I went up against everybody I was supposed to go up against. I said, Lord have mercy, and it takes a lot of energy, too much energy. I can't do it like the way I used to. I can't. Even if the person say something derogatory about me, I can't really. I'm gonna get back at you, and let me get back at you. I'm gonna get my lick in. Yeah, I do one video response, and that's it. And I move on. And the rest of you gotta be smarter than that. You gotta be smarter. Use your strategies. Use your smarts. Use your critical thinking. Don't become like me, the BT 1000. I'm stuck. And I think I put myself in that box, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. I can chill out for a little bit. Chill out. Oh, yeah. Thank you, fam. Thank you. Thank you, Sunset. Thank you, everyone that came in. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to my moderators. Shout out to my subscribers. Shout out to my support team. Shout out to my YouTube creators. I want to send a special shout out to those that have been with me from day one, and those that are recently with me now. Shout out to you. Your girl just can't move on. I just can't move on. I be trying to move on, but they get upset with me when I try not to be the BT 1000. It's like they want me to be up here talking about vanquishing everybody that gets on my nerve. Now, the ones I don't like is the Quamites. I will never like them. I will never like them. I will never respect them. They're not even allowed in my chat. That's how much I dislike the Quamites. Yeah. So shout out to everyone. I'm out. Nobody wanted to hit the link. The link was dropped. Nobody wanted to hit it. It's cool. It's cool. Yo, what's up, Tamika?
Hello, hello, hello.
What's up? What's going on with you, baby girl?
Hey, I
Yeah.
had hit it. I had hit it at first, and then you didn't see me, so I dropped down and I came back. This is my second time.
Oh, okay. Damn.
That's
You
okay.
know what? I don't got the thing. I don't got the thing on where I can hear the bloop. I
Yeah,
don't
I
got
was up
that
here,
on.
but that's okay. You was in your bag. You was. I like when you talk with Rabies. You have some great lives. You really do. Just keep doing you. Because I like to hear when you be talking fluently. You can understand what you're saying, and I just like it when you be having your good lives like this.
Right. You can actually understand everything I'm saying. There's no
Yeah,
slurring. There's no
yeah.
yelling and screaming and looking stupid
Hey,
on
Day
camera.
Day. Yeah, but you're a very, very smart lady, and I like listening to you. So I just
Mm-hmm.
come and say hello. Oh no, no. If he comes up, I'm going
Who?
down. I was thinking that in my head. I shouldn't have said it out loud. Nothing.
Oh, okay. I don't see nobody else trying to hit the link. One at a time, anyway. Yeah, because people be trying to do that. Let me go. One at a time. You know they got something to say that they can do it. Some.
Hey,
I
Sim
gotta talk
said.
on my.
Yeah.
And
Hey, BJ
especially if they're not
Cleveland.
friendly towards you. If they're not friendly towards you, they can't come up.
Hey, was you sweating bullets when Lottie came up when I was up here? You was like, oh shit,
Oh
oh
yeah, I
shit.
was sweating bullets that day. I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh God, what am I doing? But I
Because I know you
couldn't
don't like that
refuse her.
confrontation type of stuff.
Right, cause I ain't want y'all to be all, but y'all had a beautiful conversation.
Me and Lonnie, don't, that people don't even worry about me and Lonnie shit. It might happen
Yeah.
again, who knows?
Oh, okay. Well,
Like I
y'all
said,
been
she's one
knowing
of my
each other for
favorites.
years. Y'all been knowing each other for a long time. So
Hmm. But we got to understand it on both parts, so we'll be all right.
where Lonnie seemed to be doing real good.
I know. I'm so
Even her
happy for
content,
her.
yeah, her content is changing. I
It
said,
done
what?
cleared up, huh?
I said, and she said, yeah, this way. This is morning. I want to talk about X,
Yeah.
Y, and Z. I said,
But she said she gonna change in 2026. She ain't really with the mess shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but like, and I'm gonna always tell people I'm here for the shit. But sometimes you do like to just laugh, you know, and not to be always arguing and shit with people. And sometimes you just want to just have fun. It's good to be in a mess, but just have fun with it. Don't get too deep as far as doxing and all that stuff. You know.
right.
Just have a good roasting. Have a good roasting back and forth.
Mm.
But all
Yeah,
that doxing
basically.
and all that,
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Cause Lonnie even did a video a few weeks ago. It was a young man. His name is Mamuni or no Mumia.
Hmm.
He's the activist Mumia, and he's from Philadelphia, and he's locked up for a long time, and
Hmm.
he's a political prisoner, and they're
Hmm.
trying to get him out of prison on a medical release, but the state of Pennsylvania talking about they not feeling it. He ain't getting out or X, Y, and Z,
Hmm.
all kinds of stupid stuff.
Yeah.
You
Hmm.
know. And Lonnie, brought it to she brought it to the YouTube streets. And she was like, yeah, X, Y, and Z. And she had a beautiful live that day. It was very
Lonnie be
beautiful.
having some good reactions. She do good reactions most
Mm-hmm.
of the time. I like them.
Yep. Yep, she sure do.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. I enjoy her videos. I enjoy Just Jay. I enjoy Moonlight. I enjoy
Yeah.
Miss 504.
Yep.
I enjoy Vesta Sniper. I enjoy Anthony,
He funny.
um Fats TV,
Hmm.
Thaddeus, um who else? And the list just goes on and on. I can't name everyone, but
Right.
yeah, yeah. But I enjoy them.
Yeah,
When they go
Anthony,
live, I
but
try to
see,
be
the
there.
thing about Anthony is he's young. And, we always treat him like he's a little kid. He's not really that young. He finna be 30, but he's still the youngest. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know why we treat him like that. But he's organic. He's not fake with it. He just get on here. He be just doing stupid shit.
Yeah.
Like making his songs of his he got he sings and all that, and then it just people just come. It's organic. It's not like a play. You know what I'm saying? How people be making plays. He just have
Mhm.
a life, just normal. Just like when you
Right.
when you talk, you talk normal about stuff that's very interesting. With him, he just get on here, just doing saying some shit. He be looking at time. He like politics a lot too. He be doing the news sometimes. So it's just certain people I like to listen to. I don't like to listen to all that pretend type of shit.
Right,
You know.
right. Yeah, that's what I tried to say. Hold on, Tamika. Sim
Mhm.
said that's what I was trying to say. I wasn't saying his name right. What's his name? Uh, Mu
Mumal Abdul Jamal.
Mumia. Yeah, that yeah, brother Mumia. Yeah, I can't say his name right. Sim said, "Don't get mad." I'm trying.
Oh, I don't have no sound. He said, drop your link and give Tamika sound. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
He said, I don't know. Sim said saying something about my sound. Maybe is it echoing, Arabia?
No, I don't hear you echoing.
Maybe I don't know. He said
Yeah.
something about my sound.
Oh, okay. Well, I have to
Yeah,
figure out what's going on.
it's probably
Shout
me
out to
because
the
I'm on my
chat.
Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, DJ Cleveland. DJ Cle- Chill out. I understand DJ Cleveland.
Well, I'm gonna drop down and he can come up. I just wanted to say hello, Arabia, because I got to get ready for bed. It's my last night. I got Tuesday nights and Wednesday nights off, and I cannot wait. And so I
Oh,
will be
wait a
back in the
minute.
chat.
You going back? You going on vacation?
No, I got just but those are my days off, Tuesday and Wednesday. So I got to work this last
Oh,
night.
oh, I feel
Woo!
you.
Yes,
I feel.
but I'm
Wow.
gonna be back in the chat listening, Arabia.
Okay.
Thanks for letting me up.
No doubt. It's
Okay,
been a
baby.
pleasure. It's
Thank
always
you.
a pleasure.
Thank you.
Purple Podcast, you hear Echo? I'm sorry about that, you guys. You know, it don't be me. It don't be me. I don't think it was the guest neither. But shout out to y'all. Anyone else want to hit the link before I go? Shout out to Tamika McCullough. She been with me a long time. Her, Lonnie, highly favored, Uncle L, Just J, Miss V, Mika, Not Worth It. Who else? Simset, Wrath. There's a lot of y'all that been with me for a while, especially my morning walking team. Those that have been a part of my walking team in the morning, shout out to y'all. Word, we did that. We did that for a couple of months. We did that for a couple of months, even before it got cold. So yeah, we did that. Word. All right, I'm getting ready to close this out. Sim said it sounds terrible. I don't know what's going on, Sim said. Shout out to the chat. I'm out of here, you guys. Thank you for coming over. Shout out to everyone that came. Good morning to everyone. And now it's like 12:45, so we gotta say good afternoon. I gotta make a phone call in a little bit anyway. So shout out to y'all. Thank you for coming over. Enjoy the rest of your day. Just Jay, shout out to you. Congratulations. It was a good video. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed moderating for you. Yo, that gives me a lot of pleasure. Because not only do I get to listen, I get to moderate. I get to help the channel and support the channel. Shout out to Just Jay. Shout out to Miss V. Shout out to everyone that's in my chat that's a YouTube creator or those that are aspiring to be YouTube creators. And just keep it in mind of what is going on with me, with my channel. Because it seems like uh, I'm being put in a box that I'm trying to claw my way out of, and I can't seem to get there. But anyway, shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for supporting the channel. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you. In the words of Tamika McCullough, it's time for me to go. Shout out to y'all. I'm out. Peace. One. Yep.